All right, guys, and here we've got basically a modified plow shape. I've got the tarp at the diagonal coming across the top here, going to one pole, two guy outlines to hold it. I took the second tie-off point, and again, I hooked up my prusik knot. I put a little toggle in here, try and keep everything right along this ridge line. Then it slopes way out in the back. I could employ some more stakes. I've got like 5 more in my bag. And then I could stake out the sides and make that a lot bigger as far as width is concerned. I went ahead and pulled out the extra stakes, put it in there in the center between the one at the tail and the one by the opening, just to give you an idea of how much more room you have inside this 3 meter by 3 meter tarp. This is the other configuration, or the other side rather. You can kind of see the ridge line and the diamond that I've put across the top there, where the other stake is holding it out. We'll come around this side. I took my extra tent stake, or correction, walking pole, and I put that down inside. I did put the handle up on it so that it won't punch through, but in doing that, it's like having that tie-off point tied to another tree. So I do give up a little bit with having the pole on the inside, but as you can tell, that is a massive amount of room inside this particular tarp. And I'll set this up here, excuse the camera moving around, but I'll give you an idea then of just how tall this thing is in relation to me. And I'm 5'10", almost 5'11", so I've got this set up at about waist high. So I get down underneath, it's going to be extremely comfortable. In fact, I think that's pretty good. So again, crawl down underneath. I can sit here, I'm out of the sun, I'm out of the wind. You know, if it's snowing, if it's raining, you've got everything covered while you're in here. Plenty of room back here. Again, you could sleep 2 people extremely comfortably in here, 3 people if you're friendly. But you've got plenty of room to work here. You're covered. I think this would be a mighty fine configuration as well. Again, with the pole back here, it does add a little bit more space and head height further back. If we had a different tree or another tree back behind this, we could tie that through that tie-out loop, throw it up over a branch, pull it up. Then we wouldn't have to have this pole here. And with this configuration like that, you could quite easily put 3 people in here and sleep very comfortably. So again, this is just another one of the configurations, and I know it's redundant, but I did put the extra stakes in just to show you guys how much more room you've got underneath this. For a 790 gram backpacking tarp, you really can't go wrong with something like this. It's a little bit bigger than you need. A 7x7 would probably cover it just fine, but I figure if I'm going to be out, I might as well be comfortable. You got a lot of tension in here. You can adjust that with your stakes, with your ridge line, with the tension that you've got on your walking sticks and poles. I mean, I could lower this down. This is pretty taut right here, but I do have the handle. Well, hi. Do have the handle under one of the reinforced patches where the tie-outs go, so I'm not in any fear of tearing or damaging the material that's up in here. And again, I'm sitting here, I've got my hat on, I've got plenty of room over my head. Again, this is a very nice way to, if you're out camping, if you're on your way home, whatever the case may be, this is just a pretty darn good tarp. And I like the fact that they're all tie-outs, and there's 19 of them, 16 around the perimeter, 3 across this main seam right here. That makes for some excellent options for setting up this particular tarp. All right, guys. Well, again, I won't bore you with the next setup. I'll show you what it looks like, and I think we're going to do the diamond, or the plow as it's called. Stay with me.